Retrospectives are a cornerstone of agile methodologies, providing teams with the opportunity to reflect on their processes, identify areas for improvement, and celebrate successes. They are typically held at the end of a sprint or project phase and are crucial for continuous improvement. This presentation will explore 30 innovative activities that can be used during retrospectives to keep them engaging and productive. These activities go beyond the mainstream approaches, offering fresh perspectives and techniques to help teams gain deeper insights and foster a culture of continuous learning. Retrospectives are vital for agile teams as they provide a structured way to reflect on past work, identify what went well, and pinpoint areas for improvement. They help in building trust within the team, encouraging open communication, and fostering a culture of continuous improvement. By regularly holding retrospectives, teams can adapt their processes, improve collaboration, and ultimately deliver better products. This presentation will delve into various activities that can make retrospectives more effective and engaging, ensuring that teams get the most out of these sessions. Before diving into specific activities, it's important to set the stage for a successful retrospective. This involves creating a safe and open environment where team members feel comfortable sharing their thoughts and experiences. Establishing ground rules, such as respecting each other's opinions and focusing on constructive feedback, is crucial. Additionally, using icebreakers can help to ease any tension and get everyone in the right mindset for the session. With the right atmosphere, retrospectives can become a powerful tool for team growth and improvement. The start, stop, continue activity is a simple yet effective way to gather feedback from the team. Participants are asked to reflect on the sprint and identify actions they want to start doing, stop doing, and continue doing. This activity helps to highlight both positive practices and areas that need change. By categorizing feedback in this way, teams can easily prioritize actions and create a clear plan for improvement. This activity is particularly useful for teams new to retrospectives, as it provides a straightforward framework for discussion. The sailboat activity uses a nautical metaphor to help teams visualize their journey. The sailboat represents the team, the wind represents what is helping them move forward, and the anchors represent what is holding them back. Participants draw a sailboat and then add sticky notes to represent the wind and anchors. This visual approach makes it easier to identify and discuss the factors influencing the team's progress. The sailboat activity is engaging and helps to uncover both positive and negative influences on the team's performance. The 4Ls activity stands for liked, learned, lacked, and longed for. Team members are asked to reflect on the sprint and categorize their feedback into these 4 areas. This activity encourages a balanced discussion covering both positive aspects and areas for improvement. By focusing on what was liked and learned, the team can celebrate successes and build on their strengths. Discussing what was lacked and longed for helps to identify gaps and areas for growth. The 4Ls activity provides a comprehensive view of the team's experiences and insights. The mad, sad, glad activity helps teams to explore their emotional responses to the sprint. Participants are asked to reflect on what made them mad, sad, and glad during the sprint. This activity encourages open and honest communication, allowing team members to express their feelings and experiences. By understanding the emotional impact of their work, teams can address underlying issues and improve their processes. The mad, sad, glad activity is particularly useful for uncovering hidden frustrations and celebrating positive experiences. The timeline retrospective activity involves creating a visual timeline of the sprint or project phase. Team members add events, milestones, and significant moments to the timeline, using different colors to represent positive and negative experiences. This activity helps teams to see the bigger picture and understand how different events influence their progress. By analyzing the timeline, teams can identify patterns, pinpoint key moments, and discuss how to improve future sprints. The timeline retrospective is a powerful tool for visualizing and reflecting on the team's journey. The happiness radar activity focuses on measuring the team's overall happiness and satisfaction. Participants rate their happiness on a scale from 1 to 5 and plot their ratings on a radar chart. This visual representation helps to identify trends and areas of concern. By discussing the factors influencing their happiness, teams can address issues that may be affecting morale and productivity. The happiness radar activity is a great way to gauge the team's emotional well-being and ensure that everyone is feeling supported and motivated. The learning matrix activity helps teams to reflect on their learning experiences during the sprint. The matrix is divided into 4 quadrants: what we did well, what we learned, what we could do better, and what puzzles us. Participants fill in each quadrant with their insights and observations. This structured approach encourages a thorough analysis of the team's performance and helps to identify areas for improvement. The Learning Matrix activity is particularly useful for fostering a culture of continuous learning and growth. The feedback door activity involves creating a physical or virtual door with 3 sections: stop, start, and continue. Team members write their feedback on sticky notes and place them in the appropriate section. This activity provides a quick and easy way to gather feedback and identify actionable items. By categorizing feedback into stop, start, and continue, teams can prioritize their actions and create a clear plan for improvement. The feedback door activity is a simple yet effective way to encourage open communication and continuous improvement. The starfish activity helps teams to categorize their feedback into 5 areas: keep doing, less of, more of, stop doing, and start doing. Participants write their feedback on sticky notes and place them in the appropriate section of a starfish diagram. This activity provides a comprehensive view of the team's experiences and helps to identify both positive practices and areas for improvement. By focusing on specific actions, teams can create a clear plan for continuous improvement. The starfish activity is engaging and encourages a balanced discussion. The Lean Coffee activity is a structured yet flexible way to discuss topics during a retrospective. Participants write down topics they want to discuss on sticky notes and place them on a board. The team then votes on the topics, and the most popular ones are discussed first. Each topic is given a set amount of time, and when the time is up, the team decides whether to continue the discussion or move on to the next topic. The Lean Coffee activity ensures that the most important topics are addressed and encourages focused and efficient discussions. The Circle of Influence activity helps teams to identify and prioritize issues based on their level of control. Participants draw 3 concentric circles. The innermost circle represents what they can control. The middle circle represents what they can influence, and the outer circle represents what is outside their control. Team members write down issues and place them in the appropriate circle. This activity helps teams to focus on actionable items and avoid wasting energy on things they cannot change. The Circle of Influence activity is a powerful tool for prioritizing and managing issues. The Weather Report activity uses weather metaphors to help teams express their feelings about the sprint. Participants choose a weather condition, e.g., sunny, cloudy, stormy, that represents their experience and explain why they chose it. This activity encourages open and honest communication and helps to uncover underlying issues. By understanding the team's emotional climate, teams can address concerns and improve their processes. The Weather Report activity is a simple yet effective way to gauge the team's overall mood and identify areas for improvement. The speedboat activity is similar to the sailboat activity, but focuses on identifying obstacles and accelerators. The speedboat represents the team, the anchors represent obstacles, and the propellers represent accelerators. Participants draw a speedboat and add sticky notes to represent the anchors and propellers. This visual approach makes it easier to identify and discuss the factors influencing the team's progress. The speedboat activity is engaging and helps to uncover both positive and negative influences on the team's performance. The retrospective poker activity combines elements of planning poker with retrospective discussions. Participants write down their feedback on cards and assign a value to each card based on its importance. The team then discusses the cards in order of their value, starting with the highest. This activity helps to prioritize feedback and ensure that the most important issues are addressed first. The retrospective poker activity is a fun and interactive way to gather and discuss feedback, encouraging active participation from all team members. The dot voting activity is a simple and effective way to prioritize feedback and identify the most important issues. Participants write down their feedback on sticky notes and place them on a board. Each team member is given a set number of dots, e.g., stickers, to vote on the issues they consider most important. The issues with the most dots are prioritized for discussion. This activity ensures that the team's most pressing concerns are addressed and encourages a democratic approach to decision making. The dot voting activity is quick, easy, and highly effective. The fishbone diagram activity helps teams to identify the root causes of issues. Participants draw a fishbone diagram with the main issue at the head and the contributing factors as the bones. Team members brainstorm and add factors to the diagram, categorizing them into different areas, e.g., people, processes, tools. This visual approach helps to uncover the underlying causes of problems and identify areas for improvement. The fishbone diagram activity is a powerful tool for root cause analysis and encourages a thorough examination of issues. The 5 whys activity is a simple yet effective technique for root cause analysis. Participants start with a problem statement and ask why 5 times to drill down to the root cause. Each answer forms the basis for the next why question. This activity helps teams to move beyond surface-level symptoms and identify the underlying causes of issues. By addressing the root cause, teams can implement more effective solutions and prevent recurring problems. The 5 whys activity is a powerful tool for deepening understanding and driving continuous improvement. The retrospective box activity involves creating a physical or virtual box where team members can submit feedback anonymously throughout the sprint. At the end of the sprint, the feedback is reviewed and discussed during the retrospective. This activity encourages continuous feedback and ensures that all team members have a voice. By collecting feedback throughout the sprint, teams can address issues in a timely manner and make incremental improvements. The retrospective box activity is a great way to foster a culture of continuous feedback and improvement. The kudos cards activity focuses on recognizing and celebrating team members' contributions. Participants write down positive feedback and appreciation on cards and share them with the team. This activity helps to build a positive team culture and boost morale. By acknowledging each other's efforts, team members feel valued and motivated. The kudos cards activity is a simple yet powerful way to celebrate successes and foster a supportive team environment. It encourages a culture of gratitude and recognition, which is essential for team cohesion and motivation. The retrospective bingo activity adds a fun and interactive element to the retrospective. Participants create bingo cards with different feedback categories, e.g., process improvement, team collaboration, tools. As feedback is shared, team members mark off the corresponding categories on their bingo cards. The first person to complete a row or column wins a small prize. This activity encourages active participation and makes the retrospective more engaging. The retrospective bingo activity is a great way to add variety to the retrospective and keep the team motivated and involved. The empathy map activity helps teams to understand the perspectives and experiences of their stakeholders. Participants create an empathy map with sections for what stakeholders say, think, feel, and do. Team members brainstorm and fill in each section based on their observations and interactions. This activity helps teams to gain a deeper understanding of their stakeholders' needs and challenges. By empathizing with stakeholders, teams can make more informed decisions and improve their processes. The empathy map activity is a powerful tool for fostering empathy and improving stakeholder relationships. The retrospective carousel activity involves rotating team members through different stations, each focused on a specific aspect of the sprint, e.g., communication, tools, processes. At each station, participants discuss and write down their feedback on sticky notes. After a set amount of time, team members rotate to the next station and build on the previous group's feedback. This activity encourages a comprehensive and collaborative analysis of the sprint. The retrospective carousel activity is engaging and helps to ensure that all aspects of the sprint are thoroughly examined. The SWOT analysis activity helps teams to identify their strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Participants create a SWOT matrix and fill in each quadrant with their insights and observations. This activity provides a structured approach to analyzing the team's performance and identifying areas for improvement. By understanding their strengths and weaknesses, teams can leverage their strengths and address their weaknesses. The SWOT analysis activity is a powerful tool for strategic planning and continuous improvement. It encourages a balanced and comprehensive analysis of the team's performance. The retrospective radar activity involves creating a radar chart with different categories, e.g., communication, collaboration, tools, processes. Participants rate each category on a scale from 1 to 5 and plot their ratings on the radar chart. This visual representation helps to identify areas of strength and areas for improvement. By discussing the factors influencing their ratings, teams can address issues and make targeted improvements. The retrospective radar activity is a great way to visualize the team's performance and ensure that all aspects of the sprint are considered. The retrospective timeline activity involves creating a visual timeline of the sprint or project phase. Team members add events, milestones, and significant moments to the timeline, using different colors to represent positive and negative experiences. This activity helps teams to see the bigger picture and understand how different events influence their progress. By analyzing the timeline, teams can identify patterns, pinpoint key moments, and discuss how to improve future sprints. The retrospective timeline is a powerful tool for visualizing and reflecting on the team's journey. The retrospective canvas activity involves creating a canvas with different sections for feedback, e.g., what went well, what didn't go well, what we can improve. Participants fill in each section with their insights and observations. This structured approach encourages a thorough analysis of the team's performance and helps to identify areas for improvement. The retrospective canvas activity is particularly useful for fostering a culture of continuous learning and growth. It provides a comprehensive view of the team's experiences and insights, helping to drive continuous improvement. The retrospective wall activity involves creating a physical or virtual wall where team members can post their feedback throughout the sprint. At the end of the sprint, the feedback is reviewed and discussed during the retrospective. This activity encourages continuous feedback and ensures that all team members have a voice. By collecting feedback throughout the sprint, teams can address issues in a timely manner and make incremental improvements. The retrospective wall activity is a great way to foster a culture of continuous feedback and improvement. The retrospective circle activity involves sitting in a circle and taking turns to share feedback. Each participant has a set amount of time to speak, and the rest of the team listens without interrupting. This activity encourages open and honest communication and ensures that everyone has an opportunity to share their thoughts. By creating a safe and respectful environment, teams can have more meaningful and productive discussions. The retrospective circle activity is a simple yet powerful way to encourage active listening and foster a culture of open communication. The retrospective game activity involves creating a game with different feedback categories, e.g., process improvement, team collaboration, tools. Participants take turns drawing cards with different feedback prompts and share their thoughts. This activity adds a fun and interactive element to the retrospective and encourages active participation. By gamifying the retrospective, teams can stay engaged and motivated. The retrospective game activity is a great way to add variety to the retrospective and keep the team involved and focused. The retrospective journey activity involves creating a visual representation of the team's journey throughout the sprint. Participants draw a path with different milestones and significant moments, using different colors to represent positive and negative experiences. This activity helps teams to see the bigger picture and understand how different events influence their progress. By analyzing the journey, teams can identify patterns, pinpoint key moments, and discuss how to improve future sprints. The retrospective journey activity is a powerful tool for visualizing and reflecting on the team's experiences. In conclusion, retrospectives are a vital part of Agile methodologies, providing teams with the opportunity to reflect, learn, and improve. By incorporating a variety of activities, teams can keep retrospectives engaging and productive, ensuring that they get the most out of these sessions. The activities presented in this presentation offer fresh perspectives and techniques to help teams gain deeper insights and foster a culture of continuous learning. As you move forward, consider experimenting with different activities to find what works best for your team. Remember, the goal is to create a safe and open environment where everyone feels comfortable sharing their thoughts and experiences.